Let's say we are working on a web page for an educational site. We need to show the user a piece of the program. In that case, we are left with two options. We can add an image of the code snippet, but then the user will not be able to copy that code from an image. Another way of doing the same task is we can use the code tag in HTML. The code tag in HTML, along with some other HTML elements, is used to display the output, error messages, or coding parts to a user on a web page. HTML provides us with 5 different tags for different tasks. We'll go through all of them one by one. So let's move on to the programming part directly, and we'll use the first element we have, which is the code element. This element is used to display programming content on a web page. Any text present inside this element will have a default monospace form. So let's try it here. What we'll do is we'll move to the body tag of a program and we'll write here inside the body tag. First, we'll write here, this is an example. Fine, save the program, and you can see we have this output on our browser. Let me increase the font size a bit, or we can say the size of the browser window so. We will write here, this is an example. Now we'll use the code tag, or we'll write here code inside angular brackets, and this is a code element. Now we'll write a piece of code over here. So for that, we'll write here, let's say for, let I equal 0, I less than 10, I plus plus. Now we will use the br tag over here. So here we have a br tag. We'll use this curly braces. So we'll use the br tag here again for a line break. Now we'll write here console.log I. Fine, we have to use the br tag over here again. And that's it. Here we have used the simple JavaScript program wherein we are using the for loop. If you have any idea about JavaScript, then it's good. Otherwise, it's not necessary to have this knowledge. It is just an example for now, so save this program and you can see it over here on the browser. We have a small code snippet present over here. You can identify the difference in the font for both the paragraph tag and the code element, right? So this is a different font and this one is monospace. Right. So I hope you guys can identify the difference over here moving ahead. The next element we are going to discuss is the KBD element or the keyboard element. We can say this element is used to define the user input from the keyboard. Any content present inside the element will have the same monospace font like the code element. So no difference in it. Let's use it here. What we'll do is we'll write over here after the code tag. We'll use the br tag once and we'll write over here KBD. So this is the KBD tag. Now, anything we write inside here, let's say we are writing over here. This is the KBD element. Fine. Save the program and you can see we have this paragraph present over here on the browser. The font looks the same for both elements, right? You can see this font for the KBD element and this font for the code element looks exactly the same, right? So another element we have in HTML to perform the same task is the XAMPP element. This element is used to display the output of a program. But if we use it here, we will see that this element's working is quite the same as the KBD element. So let's use it. Once over here, we'll write over here, after the BR. Let's use the XAMPP tag and we'll write over here. This is the XAMPP element. Fine. Save the program and you can see the font for all these elements is exactly the same. There's no difference in font style. Again, with the monospace font, we can use any of these types to represent a piece of code on the web page.